What are JavaScript nested for loops? Imagine trying to organize a big collection of data that has layers, like a grid or a table. You need a way to go through each layer step by step. That's where nested for loops come in. In JavaScript, a nested for loop is when you put one for loop inside another. The outer loop controls the main process, and the inner loop handles the details within each step. Think of it like a clock with hours and minutes. The outer loop might count hours, and the inner loop counts minutes within each hour. A simple example is working with a two-dimensional array, which is like a list of lists. The outer loop goes through each list, and the inner loop goes through each item in those lists. For example, if you have a list of students and each student has a list of grades, nested loops can help you check every grade for every student. Here is a basic example. For let I is equal to 0, I students length, I++. For let j is equal to 0, j students I, grades length, j++. Console log students I, grades j. In this code, the outer loop picks each student one by one. The inner loop then goes through each grade for that student. This way, you can access every grade in the entire list. Nested for loops are also great for creating patterns or shapes with characters. For example, if you want to print a triangle of stars, the outer loop controls how many rows there are, and the inner loop prints the stars for each row. The number of stars increases with each row, and nested loops make this easy to do. But keep in mind, nested loops can make your code slower if you have many layers. Each inner loop runs completely for every single turn of the outer loop. So if you have two loops each running 10 times, you end up with 100 total runs. This is called quadratic time complexity. In summary, JavaScript nested for loops are a way to handle multi-layered data or create complex patterns. They let you repeat actions inside other repeated actions, which is very useful in many web development tasks. Mastering them helps you work with grids, tables, or any data that has multiple levels of organization.